Jonathan Allen made a surprising statement, and you will be shocked. Aaron Rodgers revealed details, and it seems that the negotiation has advanced in a bombastic way. Will the Minnesota Vikings close with him? Hello, welcome to the Vikings Report, your daily Minnesota Vikings news channel. Before we see today's news, leave your like on this video. Many of you follow our content every day, but forget to leave a like. It is a gesture that helps us a lot. I appreciate the support. Today we have two news that are driving the fans crazy, and that has turned everything upside down in the NFL in the last few hours. Now enough of the rambling, let's go. Jonathan Allen reveals his feelings about leaving the Commanders and joining the Vikings in a $51 million trade. After years as the backbone of the Washington Commanders defense, Jonathan Allen has undergone a significant change in his career. The veteran, who was drafted by the Commanders in 2017, was the second longest tenured player on the team, behind only punter Tress Way, and had always stood out as a defensive leader. However, with the arrival of a new regime and the restructuring of the team, Allen saw his time in Washington come to an end, and fate led him to a new chapter in his career with the Minnesota Vikings. Jonathan Allen has been a key player for the Commanders since his arrival, being a mainstay of the defense, even through personal challenges, such as a torn left pectoral that limited him to just 8 games last season. When he returned in Week 17, Allen helped propel Washington on a surprising run to the NFC Championship game before being released by the team, which said it was looking for a new direction for the future. While the departure was a blow, Allen holds no hard feelings. In a recent interview on The Rich Eisen Show, he spoke candidly about his transition to the Vikings and expressed gratitude to the Commanders franchise for giving him the chance to move on. In the NFL, it's very difficult to play your entire career with one team. The new regime came in. They had a path they wanted to take, and I wasn't a part of that. You have to give them a lot of credit for doing me a favor by letting me go when they did. Things just didn't work out for whatever reason. But I'm super excited to be on a new team and reuniting with Coach Kevin O'Connell. With Allen's departure from Washington, many fans and analysts have wondered about the team's future, but he himself seems focused on his new journey with the Vikings, a team that is gearing up for a more competitive future. Big move for the Vikings and focus on bolstering the defense. Allen's move to the Minnesota Vikings was one of the biggest moves of the offseason, with the team signing the veteran to a 3-year, $51 million contract. In addition to Allen, the Vikings also made some big additions to their defense, which demonstrates their commitment to improving and balancing the team for next season. One of the names that will join Allen on the defensive line is former San Francisco 49ers player Javon Hargrave, who signed a 2-year, $30 million contract. Hargrave and Allen will form an imposing duo on the defensive line, which will be one of the pillars in containing opposing attacks. In addition, the Vikings' defense was further strengthened with the arrival of other veterans. Former Philadelphia Eagles player Isaiah Rodgers signed a 2-year, $15 million deal, and defensive backs Tavierre Thomas and Jeff Oduka, along with linebacker Eric Wilson, also signed with Minnesota. These moves have not gone unnoticed, especially considering the impact they will have on the team. With one of the most explosive offenses in the league, the Vikings are now looking to complement their offensive strength with a solid defense capable of competing at a high level against the NFL's best teams. Now let's move on to the most important news of today. If you've come this far and haven't liked it yet, what are you waiting for? Aaron Rodgers wants to play in the NFL in 2025, and his destination could be the Minnesota Vikings. Aaron Rodgers' future continues to be one of the biggest mysteries of this offseason. After a turbulent season with the New York Jets, the 40-year-old veteran quarterback is available to sign with any team. And although the Pittsburgh Steelers were considered the main candidate to sign him, new information suggests that Rodgers has another destination in mind. Steelers were favorites, but Rodgers has another preference. Initially, the competition for Rodgers' services seemed to revolve around 2 teams, the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Giants. Both franchises expressed interest and even visited the quarterback to evaluate the possibility of a deal. However, the Giants have since taken themselves out of the running after signing Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson in short order. With that, Pittsburgh has emerged as the most logical option. But according to sources, Rodgers has another team as his ideal destination, the Minnesota Vikings. The Athletic's Diana Rossini revealed on the Scoop City podcast that talks between Rodgers and the Vikings are a real possibility. This revelation comes shortly after ESPN's Kevin Seifert reported that Rodgers has indicated to the NFC North team that they would be his preferred option to continue his career. I think there's a world, and I know Vikings fans may not want this, where Aaron Rodgers walks around and the Minnesota Vikings pick up the phone and make the call. It could happen. The possibility of Rodgers joining the team that has historically been one of the Green Bay Packers' biggest rivals could generate mixed reactions among fans. But there is precedent. Packers QB Brett Favre followed a similar path with the Jets before joining the Vikings in 2009 and leading the team to the NFC Championship. The Vikings' situation and the dilemma at the helm of the offense. The Vikings' interest in Rodgers makes sense, especially considering the uncertainty at quarterback. The team spent a first-round pick in the 2024 draft to select J.J. McCarthy, but the youngster missed his entire rookie season with a serious knee injury. While McCarthy was recovering, Sam Darnold took over as the starter and had the best season of his career, leading the Vikings to a breakout campaign and earning a $100.5 million contract with the Seattle Seahawks. Now, Minnesota finds itself at a crossroads. Trust McCarthy without knowing his true potential or bet on an elite veteran like Rodgers to keep the team competitive right away. According to Rossini, McCarthy has not been given any guarantees that he will start in 2025, which suggests that the Vikings are open to bringing in a more experienced alternative. Vikings should consider signing Rodgers. If the Vikings are serious about competing right away, Rodgers could be the missing piece that makes the team a true Super Bowl contender. While McCarthy is seen as the future of the franchise, there's no harm in letting him learn from one of the best quarterbacks of all time before taking over as the starter. Plus, Rodgers could use this opportunity to chase one more title before retiring, something that would certainly add even more drama and excitement to his NFL legacy. If there's one thing we've learned from Aaron Rodgers' career, it's that you can never rule out surprises. And right now, there's nothing more unexpected and fascinating than seeing him in purple and gold next season.